Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Chuck Graham Show. Well, it is 6 o'clock in the morning, and if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so and hit the notification bell. And if this kind of content is what you like, then please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment, because at the end of the day, we need to satisfy the YouTube algorithm. So, I want to touch base on a topic generally I don't talk about, and that's religion. And the most misinterpreted passage, I think, in the Bible. And that passage is, "He who is without sin cast the first stone." And what that is that's when they brought a woman to the gates of the city that had been caught in adultery with another man, and they were going to stone her. And Jesus was at the gates of the city, and he said, "He who is without sin cast the first stone." And people always, generally non-Christians, always use that scripture as a means to deter Christians from judging. And that's what it's for. That's what they use it for. But it's actually a misinterpretation of the scripture. And what I mean by that is they don't read the whole thing. For one, it says, "He who is without sin cast the first stone." If your brother takes your tunic, give him your cloak as well. Give him to the one that wants to borrow, lend to the one that asks. So basically what it's saying is, before you make that judgment call, make sure that you're tempering your judgments with mercy and due diligence, so to speak. And the reason I say that is because Christ was writing in the sand, right? When he was telling the crowd that, he was writing in the sand. Now, what was he writing? We don't know. But I speculate he was either writing the name of the person that she was caught in adultery with, someone who, I might add, was not there, or he was writing the law down. You know what the law says? "You shall bring both to the gates of the city and stone them." They only brought her, which means they weren't complying with the law that they were fixing to execute her under, which means they were just as guilty as she was, which translates into what? Wait for it. "He who is without sin cast the first stone." That's why they walked away. Now you know. It was one of the two things. He was either writing the person's name down, or he was writing the law. And so I went back because I was kind of curious of why'd they walk away? And I went back and I read the Old Testament law, and it says, "You shall bring both to the gates of the city to be stoned." Good for her, because she survived and most likely was forgiven. So, but that's one of those passages that is manipulated a lot by non-Christians, that will try to go, "Oh, you can't judge." Sure you can. You just can't judge like some people do. I think there's a lot of good people that do some really stupid shit. I do. And I also think that most people lie. Now, my wife would disagree with me and say that she thinks that most people tell the truth. I can guarantee you I'm closer to the mark than she is. But that still doesn't mean that you shouldn't temper your judgments with mercy and compassion, that everybody sins and everybody does things that they shouldn't do. Everybody. All of us. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent. We all have that sinful nature. And look, I'm no reverend, but I just wanted to explain that to you. And I've been wanting to say that for a while, because I see it all the time, and I hear it all the time about it being used improperly. It's taking it completely out of context. you know, there's a lot of misinterpretations of who's your neighbor, all those, and I won't get into those because I'm not here to preach to you. I just wanted to do a video today because it was on my mind, and I decided that I wanted to, let you know what I thought. And I've never heard any pastor or preacher or motivational speaker like, Joel Osteen. Oh, and by the way, yeah, motivational speaker, not pastor. In my opinion. So, I just think that, everybody's personal journey with Christ is their own. Your personal relationship. It's kind of like, the Constitution of the United States. It's individual rights. It's your individual personal relationship with Christ that matters. So, temper your judgments. And I've always said it, and I've said it 1,000 times. If God judged us like we judge each other, we'd all go to hell. So, everyone have a good day, and bye-bye.